Jupiter, the great benefic and the luckiest planet in our charts, moves into Cancer, where it will be exalted June 9th through July 1st, 2026, in the themes of expansion, protection, movement, improvement, themes around women and children, the education of children, home, land, property, growth, abundance, purchases, starting your own business, healing family stories, and beginning new ones can all begin now. As Jupiter will be exalted here, we can see him do his best work. And we will also have this Jupiter trine Saturn from September 28th through early January. Instead of being in a square where we dealt with that energy 3 times last year in the past year, the final time finishing up this June 2025, while Jupiter was in detriment in Gemini and his gifts were harder to attain, your dreams required more effort and work and had blockages that you had to push through. During those squares, you very likely felt frustration or even depression while you were trying to accomplish something in the Gemini part of your sky. Now we can look to accomplishing something with more ease, more joy, still effort, but effort without all of the blockage and the frustration, where there is now just this great energy of expansion and positive developments within your home, from your home, with your land, with property, healing within family stories, clearing family karma, building wealth and security and stability. You can start a business as Cancer is a cardinal sign. You can have stability and lasting growth and abundance tied to whatever you're beginning now, financial growth. You can be earning respect and notoriety through responsible action and attending to your biggest goals. This time it will be effort that you will want to put in and that you will probably even enjoy. And you can also have this secure, rapid growth with lasting gains and success in the Cancer part of your sky, but also in the Pisces area as well, because right now we currently have the North Node or Rahu in Pisces, which will make a trine to Jupiter. And this will happen this August 22nd through September 20th, and it will be exact September 2nd through the 7th. And we can also see spiritual and material abundance as well. And also, whatever seeds you wish to sow in that part of your chart can grow quicker with Rahu involved, speeding up Saturn's progress. And if you have other water placements, such as in Pisces or Scorpio, those areas will be protected as well in a grand water trine where you can see positive growth too. But I would also say even look to your Sagittarius part of your chart and also where Saturn rules Aquarius and Capricorn as well. Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to June. Cancer for you will be in your 6th house of health, debts, pets, diet, service workers, open enemies, daily routines, work, the people you hire, your business, rental property, and income. Jupiter will be exalted here and can have you experience better health, especially if you've been dealing with difficult health issues over the past year. This can be wonderful news for you. Or if you were dealing with a difficult or hard to diagnose health issue, you can this year find a fated healer. They can even be from a different country than yours because Jupiter represents foreign shores, or someone with like a slight accent. This is the year to find a new health provider if your old tried and true ones haven't been working for you. You can get a tip in finding them through prominent women, your mother, your best friend, a grandmother, etc. Alternatively, remember to take care of your body as Jupiter expands whatever he touches, good or bad. He doesn't discriminate. And the 6th house is a house of like diet and our health. And so, we can experience too much indulgence here sometimes. But hopefully this is more you starting a new lucky exercise program. And this is so funny. Astrology, you can't make this stuff up. So funny enough, just before Jupiter moves into this house, my brother, I'm an Aquarius rising, my brother just gave me a load of his very nice, very expensive gym equipment as he's moving away. And it's not only it's really good stuff, but it's also worth a lot of money. But it will make my fitness goal so much easier to attain with this new setup, and it's going to be out in my garage. My children will be able to use it. My boys are really into, weightlifting and all of that. You really can't make this stuff up, because Jupiter in Cancer also can see protection and growth for your families. It doesn't matter what house it's in. So here I see my children also will be able to increase their health and well-being by using this, gift of health from my brother, who is a fitness what do they call them? Fitness instructor, one of those fitness guys. All right. Anyway, so yeah, if you run your own business, you can win over your enemies this year because Jupiter, the great protector, exalted in your Cancer house. This can be the house of your open enemies. And also, especially because he will cast his eye in your 12th house, which also represents our enemies, except these ones are hidden. So if there was a hidden enemy in the workplace, they can be exposed and possibly removed from your path, which is, good news if anybody has ever struggled with a workplace enemy, frenemy there, Jupiter will trine Pisces, your second, where your north node is currently sitting, until next July. The second house covers banking, your mouth, your face, your throat, your assets, your self-worth, your investments, money that you put into making through your own efforts. It's not the shared resources of the 8th house. This is where you do something independently to secure your own path in life. Also, your Scorpio 10th house of career will be given his eye of protection, and that covers the spotlight, your legacy, fame, father figures, status and titles, government positions, etc. You can have a glow up in these money houses as they will be protected this year. And you can also really see improvements to your body by changing your diet, giving up sugar or alcohol, with the second house being touched. I love sugar, but I'm pretty careful with it. But I see myself this year looking for sugar alternatives or lower glycemic, things like instead of using sugar in my coffee, maybe it's like coconut sugar or, some other natural sweetener. Again, remember, Jupiter will test you. So he may also want you to consume more in that second house. Also with Rahu there, Rahu is the head of the dragon with an insatiable hunger. So be careful with that because Rahu could make you wanting a lot of bad things for you in that second house, delicious wines over the summer and too much of them, things like that. So the second house represents, the food you eat and what you drink. You can also have dental work done or make improvements to your face with Jupiter moving into a trine with the north node in the second, or improvements that you make can improve your self-esteem and your self-worth, and alternatively help you make more money, like working on your teeth. It was ancient belief that if you fix your teeth, you can earn more money. But if you think about it, that's easy to understand because our self-esteem goes up when we are more confident when we talk and when we speak and when we show our teeth, right? You can do teeth whitening, braces, etc. I always stay away from advising serious plastic surgery in my forecast only because that is something that should be looked at thoroughly and in collaboration with a skilled and researched plastic surgeon as a disclaimer. You can also build good karma here, you can also burn karma here in the 6th house by caring for and protecting children in need, donating to shelters, maybe adopting a lucky pets in need, people in general who are voiceless somehow, but you will naturally want to protect people like this anyway. You can do volunteer work, donations in time, money or resources, and time is our resource, so is money, and a lot of times we don't have enough of it, either of those. But you can still find ways to burn karma, simply by actually right now, like I'm in the process of clearing my basement, my attic, my shed, my garage. We're doing like a big clear out, and I donate anything that is in good condition to shelters, to like Goodwill, etc., thrift shops. And, just doing something like that is a good way to burn karma because this goes to people who could use something, right? You're providing resources. So this could be also old clothes you no longer need to be given to a shelter. Purchasing extra soap when you're out shopping or deodorant is a very easy thing to do. It might cost, $1 or $2 that you can donate to a women's shelter. There's a few places near me that have such things, women and children shelters, etc. You can donate an extra pack of diapers, when you're out, if you have children getting diapers. Formula, just get that extra can, just simple things like this, they add up in this lifetime. And if you don't have something like that in your area over the course of the next year, maybe you will be the one to start something like that, or a not-for-profit in your own neighborhood to help such individuals to ease their suffering in many ways. Jupiter rules our 11th house of friendship and our 2nd house of banking and self-made wealth, assets, investments, land, food, mouth, self-worth, and what we value all falls in that 2nd house. You can increase when taking care of others now in some way, or I'm sorry, your luck can increase when taking care of others now in some way. And your luck can also increase by your own efforts that you'll be putting in to increase your security. You can find that you have a natural talent or healing gift through your hands, or like maybe cooking or gardening, organic meals for your family. You can even heal yourself through your own cooking and gardening through herbalism is another idea. Also, you can find lucky friends through the work that you will be doing now and over the course of the year. And your peers or workmates can also positively influence your health this year with the 11th house Lord going in the 6th house. The 11th house represents friendships. The Saturn-Jupiter trine takes place September 28th through early January and affects you most from 23 degrees and up, and is happening between that 2nd house to the 6th. This can look like positive, stable growth that can give you lasting security and financial gain around something that you are working on yourself. You could work with family members since Jupiter is in the sign of family in your 6th. But I do see it as you taking the initiative, even if it is with family business. You will be the initiator as Saturn that rules you, and Saturn is the sovereign, and is getting ready to leave that 2nd house of banking and money that you earn through your own efforts, and will head into your 3rd of writing projects, speaking projects, podcast neighborhoods, vehicles. The 3rd house covers local travel, neighborhoods, day-to-day thoughts in your mind overall. This transit and trine can give you endurance and the desire to go after some big goal that you deem valuable, but that will also give you financial security. It really could be the dedication to a dream project like a book, or developing a podcast as a way to earn money. It's funny because I'm an Aquarius rising, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I will be taking time off from offering my forecasts and working on a children's book, Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter is also a publisher, writer. Cancer is children, so you can see how that lines up. And my moon is in the 9th house of publishing, so there we go, right? You can't make this stuff up. I say it all the time. Right? You will not tolerate day-to-day nonsense or drama, and you will look to streamline your life so you can move through your days with more ease, efficiency, and time that will allow you to pursue your dreams and the goals that you hold dear. I can totally relate. I'm purging my home again to make it more efficient. Whoops. Okay, I'm trying to move quickly now because my children are getting up, and that's why I've been so quiet. Forgive my quiet voice in this video because I'm doing this before everybody in my house gets up, has to go to school and whatnot. Okay, so at the moment I'm currently purging my home. I think I mentioned that before, but it's more to make it more efficient, to clear it out, to clear space. Clearing space clears energy as well. Also, I'm working on tightening the schedules of my children to help them be more independent. They're all teenagers now, so hopefully they don't need me as much. Your children will always need you, of course, throughout your entire life, But so this is so I can focus on the book that I'm writing, and that's also why I'm hitting pause on my astrology videos and horoscopes. As we had Gemini in our 5th house of creativity, we may have come up with more than one idea for a project or business, probably too many, and ending up not accomplishing any of them. Because when Jupiter moves through a house, it's a time of seed planting, but also when in Gemini, Gemini is a mutable sign of duality, and you can come up with so many ideas. You just end up going around and around and around in circles. Also, Gemini can be the lovable, notorious fence sitter, but thankfully with Saturn's discerning gaze heading into our 3rd of day-to-day life, mind, writing, and speaking projects, we can now pick one of those goals most important to us and get serious and focus on that being attainable, and now start working on it to produce tangible results over the next year. Let me see. Yeah, I had made this mistake myself. Too many ideas, doing too much, and accomplishing nothing but fatigue for myself. I will now focus on the day-to-day career that I have because I can simply just not quit my job at this time. But I will also finish my book, and it's been calling to me ever so persistently over the course of this past year. And you have to pay attention to whatever's calling you, especially when Jupiter is sitting in a certain sign and house. And for me, that was creativity, and I was having a Jupiter return. I have Jupiter in Gemini myself, and it's still with me, so it's time to finish this book. If you would like to join my mailing list and newsletter for the book, you can email me in the description box below. I have 2 emails. One of them is for my astrology channel. The other one is shannon@storiesfromthetreehouse.com, and that's the one you can go to join my mailing list for the book. Last but not least, you can have a fated new pet arrive in your life. You can also have an existing pet's health improve if they were having any problems. I know I have an older pup here, and sorry for all the noises. My son's getting up, and I have to keep moving here. But he's still with us. He's a big dog. I have a Newfoundland, so I'm looking forward to him having this protection this year. And then Jupiter moves into Leo next year. My dog's a Leo, so again, pets have their signs, and astrology affects them just as much. So I'm looking forward to keeping my beloved Hagrid with us as long as I can. Right, buddy? He's right next to me right now. You can also find the right team if you're hiring people for work, either around your home or for you in a business sense. You will get opportunities for employment, and you can have rapid success or big financial gains. It's my dog. Because you have the North Node of Fate sitting in your earned money house without the weight and blockage of Saturn, trining Jupiter in your 6th from August 22nd through September 20th. And then this trine, the Saturn-Jupiter trine, Jupiter Rahu trine will be exact from September 2nd through the 7th. All right, Aquarius, take care. I can't wait to hear what this year holds for you. I think it will be really good. I actually love the transit of Jupiter in the 6th house. I'm actually really looking forward to it, with Jupiter exalted and no more going around in circles with Jupiter in Gemini. All right, take care.